Hi everybody and welcome back to our channel. Today I'll be showing you some coloured acrylics. We have all the pinks today, which I'm going to be swatching on our newly released stiletto pops, and I also have our new square dappen dish with lid. So I'm going to start off with a couple of our pinks that actually marble a little bit. Now in a perfect world we would have coloured acrylics that didn't marble. Unfortunately, the world is not perfect. I find it tends to be with pinks and really bright neon colours. I've never ever used a coloured acrylic range that didn't have at least a few colours that marble, and I think as long as you know how to deal with the marbling, you'll be fine. You just have to have a little bit more patience. So I finally figured out that I had hardly any monomer in my dish and replaced it. And how I deal with marbling with our Naughty Nail Fairy acrylics is just really thin wet beads, as I do with the rest of my coloured acrylics, but I just play with this a little bit less. I don't manipulate it as much as what I would with a colour that doesn't marble, because I feel that tends to make it marble more. You're gonna hear sometimes people say to flip the beads or to swirl the beads while it's on the nail to sort of mix that colour back in. That doesn't help with our acrylics. The more you manipulate these acrylics, the worse the marbling gets. So just really gently, and just have that little bit of patience, and then eventually you'll have a perfect nail. So as you can see, it didn't really take that much more time or effort, just a little bit of patience, and then you've got a nail that is full coverage and really a gorgeous colour. So that's Who Runs the World. So now we have Fashion is the Passion, and I'm just going to work the exact same way that I did with Who Runs the World. So nice small wet beads. Rule number one when you get an acrylic that marbles is do not panic. Like, I can imagine if you're trying to put this on a client's nail and it does this, then you are going to absolutely freak out. But the key is small wet beads. Small wet beads, just keep repeating that to yourself, build up that colour, and because you're using the small wet beads, you're not going to end up with a really thick nail. You'll see as I'm coming down this nail that colour's starting to build up nicely, and because I'm doing it so nice and wet and thin, I can't build over it. So once I've finished every nail, I just go back and check to make sure that there's no little bits that are missing any colour. And for all of these swatches today, I have capped in Heart of Glass, which is our clear acrylic, and then I top with our no wipe top coat, just as I would on a client. So once they've been capped and the acrylic has set, I have also gone in and filed these nails a little bit just to neaten them up. And that is Fashion is the Passion all done. As you can see, they are beautiful colours, so well worth that little bit of extra time and patience. So now we have our last cheeky pink marbler, which is Freak in the Sheets. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing as I did for the last two nails. Nice small wet beads, and just being really gentle and tickling it down the nail, building up that colour until I am happy. So that's Freak in the Sheets. It's a beautiful bright magenta colour. It really is lush. So now we have our neon pink, I Want to Be a Barbie Girl. Beautiful colour, which obviously my camera did not pick up. It shows as red for some really strange reason. Now this one doesn't marble, it covers fairly well, and because of this I just paint it down the nail rather than being quite gentle. You can get a lot more covered with your small wet beads than what you can with the marblers. So that's I Want to Be a Barbie Girl. I do show you my paper towel at some point because it was really frustrating me that it wasn't picking up the right colour. I don't understand it. It picks it up on the paper towel but it won't pick it up while it's on the nail. Odd. So now we've got a part that's got the cream and it's a gorgeous baby pink. I did go and sort the kids out without wiping my brush, so I got a little bit of acrylic stuck in there. Thought I'd got it all out, but this just literally clawed down the nail, so obviously I hadn't. It made a right mess. So I do apologise for that first bead that I placed down. Now I've finally cleaned my brush, I can go about trying to sort the massacre that was left behind from before. It does though eventually turn into a beautiful nail. So that's Cat that got the cream. Again, another gorgeous colour. If you team this up with Wedding Night, which is one of our glitter acrylics, oh, they just go absolutely perfectly together. So this is the last of our sort of basic colours before we move on to the shimmers and glitter, and this is Pink to Make the Boys Wink. I must say I think this is my favourite one. It's an absolutely beautiful dusky rose. It just goes with anything and applies beautifully. So I've got my torch on now because we're on to the shimmers and glitters. First one up is Shiny Happy People, and it's got a gorgeous subtle shimmer running through it. So now we've got Call Me, and that's got a bit more of a defined shimmer to it, as you can probably see. Super sparkly. Last but not least, we have everybody's favourite, Party in My Pants, and it is absolutely jam-packed with the most gorgeous pink glitter. And there she is, twinkling away, all beautiful and sparkly. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching. If you'd like to keep up with everything that's going on at the Naughty Nail Fairy, don't forget to subscribe and check us out on Facebook and Instagram. I'll leave a link to our website in the description box below, and I will see you all next Wednesday. Bye!